In the first video, I mentioned how the first story in KOK was to show the absurdity of our desire for clear motives, and that if you want to enjoy the story, you must be able to find pleasure in disorientation. You must learn how to be thrilled when you are denied narrative clarity. In the second story, it gets a little bit beautifully weird. So we start with this man eating alone. His name is Daniel. He's a cop. His wife Liz, a marine biologist, went missing at sea, and the authorities are looking for her. The first weird thing the audience would notice is a phone call Daniel received, where all we hear is static on the other hand.
Hello? Yes?
The second thing is the incongruity of narratives. When Liz was rescued, I want to see if you noticed this. The husband asked,
"What did you all eat out there for so long?"
and she said,
"Fruit. Animals. Fish."
and then we are shown these. A severed leg. And literally in the next scene, we learn that Liz's partner has an infected leg.
They told me his leg's infected and they said there's a chance he'll lose it.
Gradually, the weirdness piles upon itself. When Liz returned to her house, the first thing that happened was the cat hissed at her.
What was that about?
And if you know cats only do this if they feel victimized, antagonized, or threatened in some way. I want you to keep this in mind. And before, we made to understand that Liz is not a fan of chocolate, but now she is.
Oh, chocolate. That's what I want.
Her shoes don't fit.
Your shoes don't fit?
Oh, they fit. They're fine. Guess my feet are a little swollen.
She smokes.
I've never even tried.
And the husband is like, who the F is this B? So he eventually tells his friend.
That woman isn't Liz. She's not my wife.
Again, the weird call happens, and we'll learn that he thinks that the caller is the real Liz and the one at home is the fake wife. Then the weirdest shit happens. He shoots off a guy's finger and licked the blood. The doctor said he's suffering from a mild form of
persecutory delusion.
And then the story descended into madness. Liz, trying to appeal to her husband, who believes that she's not his real wife, says,
Talk to me, please. You have to eat something. I'll make you whatever you'd like. Just tell me what you want and I'll make it.
To which he replies,
I want you to chop one of your fingers off, cook it with cauliflower, and bring it to me to eat.
And she did. Oh, it descended into more madness.
Dad, I need something filling. Your entire leg, let's say. Or your liver. It's full of iron, liver. Ultra nutritious, that's what they say. And that's what I need to eat today because I'm feeling weak.
And she did. Shortly after, she died, and the real wife, the real Liz, appeared. And the story ended. Stephanie, it will be difficult to enjoy this story if you don't know what the joke is. You should ask yourself, what is this story trying to absurdify? What is it trying to mock? What is it trying to scoff at? And I will tell you that. One word: continuity. And you need to personally get to a place mentally where you can see continuity and reality as an illusion. Forget about the blood, forget about the gore. I want you to think deeply and ask yourself this question: what is reality? If you think deeply about this, reality does not exist. What we all call reality is a sense of continuity. That's all. Imagine you own a blue car and you go to bed one night only to wake up and find a red one in its place. Now, your immediate instinct is to believe that something is wrong. Perhaps someone switched your car or there has been some mistake. But why is this change unacceptable? The red car undeniably exists. still it feels unreal to you because it disrupts the continuity you rely on. You cling to the belief that the blocker should be there because in your comprehension of reality, things do not change without explanation. But what if every night, while you sleep, your car is replaced by an exact replica? Would you notice? And if not, can you really claim that continuity is real at all? Movies in particular is an ironic showcase of this contradiction. When watching a movie, we expect a smooth flow of events, a coherence that mimics the supposed linearity of real life. But this expectation is absurd in itself. What you are seeing on screen is an artificial construction, an edited sequence of disjointed moments arranged to create an illusion of continuity. What we see is not one seamless reality, but a collection of carefully chosen cuts that trick our brains into believing in a cohesive whole. And yet, we rarely question this illusion. We believe in it because we want to, because it follows the pattern we've been conditioned to accept. So, is it not possible that your sense of continuity in what you call reality is a lie? And this is what this story is poking fun at, our sense of continuity. Do you know that in every movie production, there is a person responsible for maintaining continuity? That person is called the script supervisor. They keep detailed notes on every scene. They ensure consistency in details like the actors' positions, the props, the costumes, across multiple takes and scenes throughout the film. But this story in KOK absurdified this because it's like it was bent to frustrate continuity. On a plot level, we have two leads. There is a lead missing that we never actually met. She doesn't like chocolate, she loves roast lamb, and she likes sex. Then the leads we saw for the most time of the movie, she loves chocolate, doesn't give a damn about roast lamb. Her legs doesn't fit into her shoes, but she still likes sex.
Can you believe that whole time I was lost in the middle of nowhere? Cold and hungry? All I could think about was your cock.
Liz?
We could fuck.
The cat was not friendly with her at first, but then became a friend. And then this Liz, which we don't know and we are not sure if she's actually the real Liz. The schism was in different forms and shapes, and I think it all settles into the dream sequence had by Liz, which I won't show here, but it supports my theory that the story was trying to absurdify reality by scoffing at our sense of continuity. We apprehend reality by symbols. According to Ferdinand de Saussure, every symbol is made of two components, the signifier and the signified. For example, the word cat is a symbol. It's made up of a signified, which is the four-legged animal we know of as a cat. Then the signifier is the word CAT, and the signifier plus the signified becomes our sense of what we know as a cat. However, imagine a world where the signifier remains the same, but the signified has been changed. Imagine a world where your cat still looks like a cat, but internally is now human. On the surface, you wouldn't know that your reality has been tampered with because it still feels real, because you can point to the cat. But let's assume you suspect that your cat is not actually the cat you knew. What can you do? You can't tell others because you could be admitted into an asylum. So what do? If you are suspicious of a reality, you subject the reality to a stress test, hoping that it either breaks or you break. And that is what Daniel did here. I believe these leads represent fake reality. When Daniel had this episode, it occurred to him that if he were not careful, he would be the madman. So he calmed down and stress tested the fake reality until it died and the real one came to him. There are many extensions I don't have time to explore, like memory and personality and how they intersect, but that will be another time. So, what do you think about this story? Tell me in the comments.